Hi math class. Today we're going to be focusing on subtracting mixed numbers. We're going to be subtracting mixed numbers with and without renaming, and we're going to be estimating differences with mixed numbers. You're going to need a pencil and you're going to have your math notebook open before we get started. So make sure that's there and we're going to move forward. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at a problem, and it's similar to what we did yesterday with addition, but we're just subtracting. So Kim buys 2 3/4 yards of fabric. She cuts 1 1/8 yard to make a dress. How much does she have left? When we see the word left, we know that means difference, and we know we need to subtract. So I have it written out for us already, and we can see that in this instance, we only have to change one of our denominators. So we are going to make the 4 into an 8 by multiplying the top and bottom by 2. I'm going to rewrite this. So I have 2 6/8 minus 1 1/8. Now remember, when we have the same denominator, it's really easy to subtract. So I have 2 wholes and I have 1 whole I need to take away. So I'm left with 1, and then I have 6/8 minus 1/8 is 5/8. And we don't need to simplify because 5 is a prime number because there's only 1 and 5 as the factors. I want you to work on solving this problem. And here is the answer. So the answer is 3 2/9. Again, we didn't need to change the 9. We only needed to change the 1/3. And we multiplied the numerator and denominator by 3. And then we subtracted. Now, these are a little bit more complicated, and so it's going to take us a little, I want us to really focus on this. So here we're working on renaming, and it's going to look a little bit different than the work we did yesterday. So pay close attention, and I know that we'll be able to get it. So we have a bottle contains 3 1/3 of juice. Margaret uses 1 3/8 quarters of juice to make fruit punch. How much juice does she have left? So let's see what we need to do. So we need to find the common denominator for these, and that is going to be 3 and 8. I think the closest one that we can come to is 24. So I know that both of these denominators need to be 24. So I'm going to multiply 1/3 by 8, and I'm going to multiply the 3/8 by 3. So I'm going to rewrite this and we'll see where we are. So now I have 3 and 8 24ths minus 1 and 9 24ths. And this is where it's going to get a little tricky because we can't take away 9 from 8. Because we just don't have that. So what we need to do is we need to rename this fraction, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So we're going to have, we've talked about what the 3 means, right? We have 3 wholes and we have 8 out of 24. So we need to take one of those 3 wholes and we need to split it into the same amount of denominators that the other fractions have. So we need to split this into 24 pieces. What that's going to look like for our fraction is now we have 2 wholes, and then we have 24 pieces plus 8 pieces, which is 32 pieces, over 24. So we have created an improper fraction and an improper mixed number. But we'll see that that's going to work itself out when we do the subtraction. Then we have 1 and 9 24ths. So 2 minus 1 is 1. 32 minus 9 is 23. And then the denominator stays the same. So the answer here is 1 and 23 over 24. Now, again, the trickiest part is going to be remembering to split that whole number so that we have more fractions, more parts to work with. And that's really the key to this problem. Let's go on. So I want you to work through this problem. Now the first step of this problem, I want you to look at what is the common denominator. And so the first step was to find the common denominator and rename those fractions with the same denominator. So you should have gotten this on your for your answers. Now we can see that the problem is we have 3. If we take away, we can't take away 15 from 10. So what do we have to do now? So I want you to think about, pause the video will give you some time to work through this. And remember, you have to break apart that 4. And what is that going to turn into? So now we can see that we've done some of that work, that we've taken the 4, we've renamed it. So we have 3 and 28/18 minus 3 and 15/18. And the next step is in subtracting. And so we get 13/18 for the answer for that one. The next problem is going to be focusing on estimating fractions. We're pretty good at that, so I'm going to kind of go through it more quickly because I know that we can get this. So we have 4 and 7/8 is close to 5. And we're subtracting. We have 3 and 5/12, that's close to 3 1/2. So if we're going to estimate the answer, we have 5 minus 3 is 2, but then we also have to take that half away. So the estimated answer is going to be 1 and 1/2 for this one. So work on solving the estimate for this problem. Here's the answer. The answer is 5 1/2. The 23 2/5 became 23 1/2. The 17, we kind of ignored that fraction because it's closest to 0. And we got 5 1/2. Here are true problems that you're going to solve right now. Solve them on a piece of paper, show your work, and when completed, show Mrs. Walker. You are going to then work on workbook problems 121 through 124.